49ers have not been able to unload Jimmy G, so with him still on the roster, Kyle Shanahan is refusing to say that Trey Lance will 100% be the starter next season. Listen to this, guys. Shanahan saying, we brought Trey here to be that eventually. And I think that will be sooner rather than later. But when Jimmy G gets his surgery and we can't upgrade our team by getting some good picks until people feel good about that surgery, I'm all right with that. We're not just getting rid of him to get rid of him, end quote. So who is buying that? Pierce, are you buying it?
Yeah, I mean, apparently GMs across the league dislike Jimmy G as much as Steve Buchanan, and no one wants him. So San Francisco doesn't have any choice. They've got to keep him, maybe on draft night. Maybe an opportunity will present itself to make a trade, but there's not a lot of teams that really need a quarterback or at least see Jimmy G as an upgrade worth trading picks for. Carolina's not going to do it. Houston's not going to do it. Seattle's not going to do it. And I don't even know if San Francisco would trade him to Seattle. I just don't see where he can go. So they're just going to have to keep him. But the optimistic look is that, and this is not good for other teams, but when preseason comes along and mini camps happen, inevitably a quarterback will get hurt.
Yep.
And that's when San Francisco can try to trade him to a desperate team. But for the next 6 months, they're probably sitting on him.
All right, Reid. I mean, I know GM John Lynch said no scenario. He sees no scenario in which Garoppolo is just going to be released.
Yeah, it's $25.5 million, right? Like as a dead cap. Yeah. I mean, they can cut him, right? So they don't have to pay that. But like that's something that, this is how I take it, Emerson. And I don't know if Pearce is a golf guy, but you know this. You buy new clubs, right, in the winter season, right? And you pay a lot of money for those new clubs. And you had your old clubs, your pings. If you're Samir, you like your clubs, right? If you're Emerson, you like your previous pings or TaylorMades, whatever. But then you get the new TaylorMades. Then you get the Stealth Driver, right? And you paid a lot of money for it. When it comes season of golf, you're not going to leave those hanging just because, right? Because you like your old clubs, because you had some success. You're going to be using them. So Trey Lance is a starter. That's for one. He's going to be the starter week one. They paid so much money. You got to follow the money. Number two, exactly like Pearce mentioned, we saw this in 2016 with Sam Bradford when he was with the Eagles and they drafted Carson Wentz second overall, is that they couldn't really do anything with Sam Bradford until another team, right? I think the Minnesota Vikings lost their quarterback. That's when Teddy Bridgewater had that freak injury, and then Sam Bradford became their quarterback, and they got a lot for him, right? The Eagles did. So that's probably what San Francisco is doing. Well, let's not get it twisted, right? Trey Lance is going to be the starter week one. They paid a lot of money, and they're going to want to see that return on investment.